Hi everyone, this is Rebecca from Watch Becca Plan. I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview of my 2024 setup. Nothing has really changed very much in the beginning parts of my planner. Oh, I did make this. This is a categorized wish list. I thought that was so cool. Let me move this out of the way. I have a super full inbox right now that needs to be gone through, and that is part of my plan for today. There, that's a little better. This is a categorized wish list, and it has home, my son, personal, cleaning, planner, technology, games, and books. And it's just, instead of having a wish list for me on a page and my son on a page and home on a page, it's just all right here. So I'll see how fast I fill it up. I don't think I'll fill it up very quickly. But I guess we'll see. This is just my notes. This is just notebook paper from a binder from Walmart. And then this starts my 2024 section. So the way I like to do things is I like to have my year, all my yearly inserts and trackers, then my January, my monthly, and then my monthly trackers, and then my weeklies, and then my dailies. So, and then the next month, and the next month, and then the next quarter. And so that way everything is in chronological order. I like it to be, I can't have monthlies in one section, weeklies in one section, and dailies in another. It just doesn't work for my brain. I have tried. It just doesn't work for me. So what I do is I have my yearly section here. This is a dashboard that I made off Canva. These acetates here are from Peanut Planner Co. I got them on Black Friday. They're really cool. Okay, so this is a yearly printable fold out from Peanuts Planner Co. And this just has my month, birthdays, things I need to, so if my mom's birthday is March 1st. So I will have to buy her present in February. So in February it says mom's birthday. Well, it's actually in the quarterly section, but you know what I mean. And then this is things that need to happen monthly, and then shampoo and conditioner, face wash, body wash, laundry detergent, toilet bowl cleaner, stuff like that, that I want to track how much we use them, but we don't usually buy them every week. Anything like that. This is important dates, major events that happen for 2023, 2024, 2022, 23, and then this is 24. This is my quarter one projects, so those projects here for quarter one, and then that way I can go through and be like, okay, well, mom's birthday is the 1st. Okay, so I need to get a present for her, a card, work on her party, do we need to plan a party? Does she just want to have it at her house? That kind of stuff. And then this is the original insert I used for that. And then every year I just transfer the information over to a yearly insert. Only because every year is different. The holidays are different. They fall on different days. They fall on different, sometimes they might fall on a different month depending on when the day is, or, depending on a lot of stuff, it might be different. So, that stays in there just so I can do next year's. This is my key for my monthlies. I have an open circle for appointments, a closed circle for events, a blue dot for my son's school schedule, and a black little dot for a task. And then this is for extended day, multiple day events. That is what those are. And then this is the same. My monthly is the same. It's Pokemon Go events, and then my little calendar here. My appointments go this way, my events go this way, and my tasks go here. This is ones that reoccur every month. These are ones that are specific for this month. And then I have This is where my projects go from my weeklies. I just track them here so I have a reference to them in my monthly. I did expand my habits from 3 to 5 for this and just made this shorter. So this is my major event tracking here, preschool schedule, and then grades for Pokemon Go. Mood tracker key. This is from Oops, I Did It Again on YouTube, and Crystal Plans has a freebie printable. Originally in their systems it's 10 numbers, but I don't need 10. I just need 5. So I took the ones that resonated with me the most and I put them here, and it's kind of like, one is just everything's fine, it's a great day, I can handle it, and then 5 is like, I need a break, I need to ask for help, something, it's I need to ask for help right now. So and I've rewritten a couple of them a little bit. Like this one used to say today was a bad day, and I don't like saying it was a bad day, so I just changed it to hard day. And then this is a stress, trying to figure out why you're stressed. Like, what about it is stressing? Like, what is making, like, why is what's making you stressed? You know what I mean? Like, why is it, why is the stress happening? This is my January mood tracker. I did, instead of doing a mood tracker on the front and the back and just moving it to the next month, I did mood tracker on this side, cleaning tracker on this side, energy and sleep on this side, and then workout tracker on this side. And then my one thing that made me happy that day tracker here. This is my weekly. This has changed. I no longer track my energy and sleep here. That goes on that insert. And now it's just tasks that I want to do daily. Calendar projects. So if sometimes I'll move projects from the front task section to here if it needs to be done that week. Like if it's due that week. But it's usually things that pop up during the week that need to get done. Like, oh, hey, this week at school there's going to be a party for my son. You can bring a snack or a treat or something. Okay, well, what is acceptable to bring? Is anyone allergic to peanuts or allergic to anything? And then go down the list and write it out. And then that way it's right there and I can have it for future reference. And I will move ones that need to be done specifically this week or like due this week. I will move them from there here and then be able to check it off. I did that a lot in December for like Christmas stuff. This is my mood tracker key. This is she calls it the Honeyman method. She's on YouTube. Her last name is Honeyman. You might just be able to search Honeyman and it'll come up. But it's called ADHD routines. And what it is she tracks her routines she has separate routines for low energy, medium energy, and high energy. So that way, when she's having a bad day, the list is super small so that she will still be able to get those base things done that she really wants to get done, but she doesn't have all of that. If you just make one routine and it's like a whole page long, on a bad day, you're just like, I'm not doing that. So this way, you have a small little list on a bad day, and it's easier to be able to mentally be able to get yourself up off the bed or couch to do a little tiny list versus the big, huge, full page list. So I broke it up by low, medium, and high energy, and then AM and PM. So there's that, and then this is my son's school day routine, and this is how we get him ready for school on school days. Dinners, tasks. So what'll happen is, on a day, in the morning, I like to sit down and write out what I want to do for that day. So, do the dishes, pick up the living room, I need to go to this store and get this item, stuff like that. If I feasibly think, like going to the store and getting an item, okay, well, do I feasibly think I have the time to do that today? Or is that something I'm going to need to do later in the week? Oh, we're booked fully today. I'm not going to be able to stop and get that. I'll put it over here because it's not going to get done today. I like having a small daily section versus like a full page daily, because it allows me, I like filling up pages. That is my thing. I like to have a full weekly spread at the end of the week. And if I use a daily, it's not going to be full. So this way, A, it keeps my stress levels down because my day is not filled with tasks I'm never going to be able to finish that day. And B, I get a full weekly spread out of it instead of having a thin weekly spread and a thin daily. So it really just works for me mentally to have it like this instead. I do have daily pages for journaling, but there's no tasks or events in that. It's just journaling. So yeah, and so I like having a small amount. What I'll do is I'll usually write out like 3 or 4, usually 3 top priorities for the day, and then I like to leave room for the rest of the day because as the day goes on, new things come up. And oh, well, I have to go do this, surprise. Someone didn't tell me about this event, so now I have to write that in for this afternoon, and I have to move some things around to be able to do that. So I like to leave the last 4 boxes, and sometimes they don't get filled up, and sometimes they do, just depending on the day. I did in December for a while. I would just use a sticker on the days that didn't get fully, filled out. I would use a sticker and then write a little moment that I enjoyed about the day. So that kind of added a little bit of fun creativity to my planner too that I like. So I might continue doing that in 2024. I'm not sure. But yeah, and then that's my weeklies, and then I have my daily journaling pages here. And then these are my new highlighters that I swatched. So yeah, and then I already have February set up insert-wise and dated the calendar. But other than that, I'm slowly working on dating the weekly pages. And same thing with March. I have the monthly dated, so if I'm at a dentist appointment or something, I can write, I know what days are what, and I can write down because it is undated inserts. But they don't have the majority of the filling out done. And so the other thing that I really wanted to talk about was the 1 year 1 planner challenge. So for me, my goal, and this is going to be specific to you for the year. It's probably not going to be the same goal as mine. It might be, it might not be, I don't know. But it's something you're going to have to figure out for yourself. The main reason why I started this challenge, is because I wanted to, at the end of the year, this is my goal. This isn't even all of my inserts for 2023. I still have a half letter book, a pocket book, digital notes, a lot of inserts scattered all over the place. I want 1 year sitting on my shelf at the end of the year. Whether it's this size or bigger, it doesn't really matter, but I just want it in one place. So that way I can flip through these inserts and look back at my year, and they're all one size, and they all don't have to be scattered all over the place in order for me to see my year. That's my goal. And your goal might just be staying in 1 bound book or 2 bound books, because I don't want you to feel confined. That's the thing. If you feel confined, then you won't continue it because it won't be fun. The thing that I like about this planner is that I make inserts for myself, so it checks off the creativity box for me. I make dashboards. I can decorate for holidays. I can change things out if they're not working. It really works for my brain. But if you're like a TN user, then you might want to stay in 1 monthly book, 1 book of just your monthlies, and 1 cover. I don't really care if I switch out the cover. I don't think I will, because I don't foresee myself buying another moterm, and all my other personal size planners don't really fit these inserts as well as this cover does. So unless I end up buying a new moterm cover or cover in general, I don't see myself moving out of this cover. But for me personally, the size is what I want to stay in. And a ring planner. So yeah, it started because I wrote out a list of 10 years of planners that I have hopped from over 10 years. It I didn't the longest I ever stayed in a planner over 10 years was 6 months, and that was personal size. This is kind of my home base. I started with personal size and Franklin Covey Compact. I did bullet journaling in the very beginning, but when I really got into planning in the planner community, it was ring planners and this size, personal in this size. So this is kind of my home base, and I just kind of want to go back to it. This is where I feel the happiest. I'd like to experiment, but this isn't really a time for experimenting for me. So I don't really feel like I need to do that right now, this year. This year is just about having a place where I can come write something down that needs to be done, because my life is chaotic with a toddler. And I need some consistency with this. So it checks off a lot of boxes for me. So for you, think of a planner or a system that you really enjoyed using that checks off. Write a list of boxes that you have. What do you need? I need the customization of a ring planner. I need the personalization and customization. I need the, I don't like the size of standard TN. It's too tall for me, but I like the width, and this is about the same size as that. The pockets were too small. I couldn't fit enough information on an insert without overfilling my planner. So I don't like pocket. A6 is too wide. A5 personal wide is too wide. Half letter is too big. So I went through and I just kind of thought about the planners that I had been in and what I liked about them and what I didn't like about them and what I wanted for myself and my planner in 2024. And altogether, it just kind of landed on this after everything. And then every time that I feel like switching, I've already done it twice in December. I thought about it. There was 2 times that I thought about switching, and I was like, you know what? No, journal about it. Because you know what? There's no way that's going to work for you, and you're just going to waste a bunch of time trying to do it. So standard TN was one that I really wanted to go in for a little while. And what I did was I listed out everything I would need to move to that size. So I would need a cover. I would need notebooks. I would need a month book. I can't move my system from this to that because the company, or Planner's Planner Co. doesn't offer the standard TN size. So I can't move my system over. So I'd have to completely start from scratch. I don't like the standard TN inserts because they're too tall, but I could possibly use this, but then I have to figure out how to make her inserts into books. And then I don't like bound books. There's no customization there. If you mess up, it gives me extreme anxiety because I'm so afraid I'm going to mess up a page, and then I'm going to have to tear it out, and then the other side's going to come out, and then or just scribble it out, and then I'm going to have a big scribbly mark in it. So like I felt there was this overwhelming pressure to perform when I was in a standard TN, and I just hated it. Even I don't think I was sharing at that point my inserts. I might have been, but I don't think so on Instagram or anything on social media. So like there was no one but me watching, and I still have an overwhelming anxiety about performing and writing everything perfectly, and I just no. No, I don't want to do that. And then the other one was index card system. This is from Sidetrack Home Executives from the 70s. There's a couple people on YouTube that have been talking about it for a few years, and I have a system that's pretty much fully set up. I would just have to move a few things around. But even with that, the amount of stuff I would have to add in that's from this system specifically that I know works would be just astronomical. It would take me forever. And yes, that is fun to do that. And maybe I will do that as like a little side project and I just won't use it. But it's a waste of money, resources. It's a waste of everything else. I would much rather spend that time making an insert for this planner that I know I'm going to use. You know what I mean? or a dashboard for your planner or something like that. Like, there's other ways to take that creative energy and morph it into something else that'll be useful for you. I don't like the index card system because I'm constantly moving tasks. I'm constantly taking those cards and moving them back a day, moving them back a day. And you're supposed to do it after 3 times. But, like, I have a toddler, and there's days I don't get anything done. There's weeks I don't get anything done. Like, if he's sick, whole week gone. So, like, it's hard. And I don't like moving the cards. It gives me anxiety. I just want to get them all done. So, I don't like that system. It doesn't work for me. And I know that. And when I watch that video, she makes such beautiful stuff. It looks so cool. I want it so bad. But it just doesn't work for me. And I know it doesn't work for me because I've tried it. And it's one of those things that, like, I've tried almost every single planner out there, size, type. And I know what works for me and I know what doesn't. So I'm going to stick with what works for me because I need it to work for me this year. It's going to be a crazy year for me and I need it to work. So yeah, and that's everything. If you have any questions about the 1 year, 1 planner challenge, you can message me on here, comment down below, or on Instagram. It doesn't really matter. Either one of those is great. I hope I explained things well enough. This is hard because I want it to be personal to you. But I also want to give you enough guidelines where, like, you can generally do the project. But I feel like the name in itself kind of gives it enough structure, like 1 year, 1 planner. You are not hopping all year long. And honestly, even if you hop less than you did in 2023, that's a win in my book. So that's pretty much the basics of it. I can't think of anything else to tell you guys unless someone asks a question. So if you have any questions, seriously, I know a few people are doing it. I didn't intentionally start this to have it, like, spread this far, but if it's, something that you want to do, and I don't want you to feel pressured to do it, but I know consumerism was a big thing last year. People were buying just tons of planners. And while that's good for the small businesses, that's also bad for your pocket. And then you have a book sitting on your shelf, especially if it's a dated insert or book or anything like that. And it just sits on your shelf if you don't use it. Personally, for me, if I was going to buy a bound book, I would write out everything that I felt like I needed. And I would pre-plan before I bought the book. And I know, especially with some of the books, it was hard. It was like you had to be there on the day and click that button right at the right time in order to get it. And, reselling is a great option in that way. In that, if you had that issue. But if it's something that you have some time to decide on, I would figure out how you're going to add in the things that you feel you need before you buy it. And if there's something on that list that you need that book doesn't have, don't buy it because you're not going to use it anyway. So, I'm not an expert on this. I've done this a lot. So apparently I've done a lot of hopping in the last 10 years. So if you have any questions, let me know. And I will try to end this reasonably quickly. But yeah, so let me know if you have any questions. And I hope you guys have a great day. And good luck if you're trying the challenge. I wish you all the best. You can share your, if you want to share any pictures of anything on Instagram, there's the hashtag 1planner1year2024. And just tag that on all your photos if you want to share it with the group. And yeah. I hope you have the best year, and I hope that you have such success in this. I hope I do too. God help me, I hope I do too. But yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know, and good luck, everyone.